What's up,
Yep.
everybody? Jason here from Boost SA Live. And we're doing what people do in lockdown because we don't have any other fucking choice. We're interviewing people via the internet. And with me today, we've got Saud Bassa. That's him over there. Say, wait, which way are you? I've got this whole thing reversed. You're that side. What's up, Saud? How you doing there, bro?
I don't even know what side I am anymore after all this banter on the social media.
Look, so just to give everybody out there a quick rundown, this is why, well, this is part of the reason we're doing this quick, this interview. First of all, I've always been interested in your cars. We know each other for a long time. The first time I actually think I interviewed you was, I don't know how many years ago for Saldana Top End Drags. It was like at a driver's registration or something. And I interviewed you there. And I've just seen your
Yeah.
balls go, and I've seen you get faster. I think that was the first time we met. So I actually want to find out a little bit more about your car as you have it now, any future plans, what you've worked on. And then later on, we're going to dive into that, all that social media, WhatsApp madness, all the meme armies and the screenshot gangsters out there. It's madness.
All the keypad warriors.
Keypad warriors, that's them. Keypad warriors.
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
before we go anywhere, I know a lot of people within the drag racing scene know you already. They know the cars that you bought. They've come up with you a long way. CK Outlaws, where it is now. But the car that makes all the noise, figuratively and literally, is, well, you've actually got it there, Aster VVL. The actual build at the moment is you've got an SR20 in an old school Conquest. I was going to ask you, why would you put an SR20 Nissan motor into a Toyota? I mean, surely you could have just stuck the motor into another Nissan. But it actually makes sense now. So you've always had this car. Is that the reason you put that motor into that car? It wasn't like done with the aim of absolutely pissing everybody off.
No, it definitely wasn't. But okay, let me put it to you like this. My first car was actually a twin cam GLI. Not that car, but the same shape like that.
Okay.
So I had a twin cam 4AGE, and then I fitted 20 valve into it. And that was my actual race car. That's where I started off. I hit the streets with that thing, and I raced a lot. I had like nice modifications to it, like 6-speed gearbox. I actually used to run lots of VVLs with that 20 valve.
Okay.
But then I found a liking in the VVL because I saw how the Sentras and the Sabres could run with a VVL motor.
Mhm.
And that's where I came with the idea that, look, the VVL was big bang for buck. If you look at what you spend versus what you're getting out of it,
Yeah.
I think it's good. I don't want to say it's more than other brands because then I'm going to get hit for that as well.
You're gonna
But
get,
at
dude,
the
you're
time,
gonna get hit anyway. Doesn't matter which way we cut this fire. They're gonna come at you, guy, all the time.
yeah, okay, that's where it was actually at. I thought that, look, with the 20 valve not making so much power and being able to sit with the VVLs, I just thought, how would this VVL motor actually be in a little car like this that weighs 200 kilograms less than
Yeah.
a Sentra or Sabre? And that's why I actually did it.
So that car, your best time with that car was 11.4, and was that in PE or was that in Cape Town?
Well, I did 11.4 in PE,
Mhm.
and I did 11.5 in Cape Town at
Okay.
Lorane. I
So
could have done a bit better in Cape Town,
yeah.
but on the day I didn't get very good traction. But I got 11.5 at 195. My exit speed went up in Cape Town.
Which is
But
what I found. It's what I find stranger, because in Cape Town you're at an MSA event and your first 60 foot you've got insane amounts of track by down. You know, so but how is that different to the PE track though? Does PE track lay track by
you
down?
know,
Is it a sticky track or what?
you know what? Actually, when I came from PE back to Cape Town, I drove with a different gearbox
Okay,
because I thought that I wanted to try and better my time by trying a different gearbox.
I see.
So that's where the box was actually better, and I could have done better, and you can see it by the exit speed. But the traction, I didn't get good traction on I think the other box has better traction than the box that I did 11.5 with.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I think that the next question is, so let's just give a quick rundown about Aster VVL, the build. You've stripped this thing out. You've got Lexan windows, you've got a fiber bonnet, you've got a fiber boot, you've got the SR20 VVL, and with the modifications that you've done on there, obviously the car has been completely stripped as much as you can, but nothing's been cut on the car yet.
No, nothing's been cut on the car yet, but I'm thinking of going a bit lighter soon because I fitted the roll cage recently. So obviously with the roll cage, I add with the weight, probably 40 kilograms or something like that, because quite a big half cage that I have in there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to try and compensate, if I can get the car back to where it was, which was about 800 kilograms.
Yeah.
If I can get it back to that weight with a cage in, then I'll be very happy. So I'll see what I can do, to
because
get
it's sort of it's like a bittersweet. I mean, you spend all this money and all this time and experience on your management and your motor and everything else in the car, and then you improve the car's safety, but then that puts on weight. So whatever you would have gained on the one end, now you're losing it to weight again. So now you've got to find more places to shave off. And this all comes with the desire to go faster.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
that's true.
So what plans have you got next? So now you've got HTVVL as it is now, running 11.4s in PE, 11.5s in Cape Town. Lockdown, we can't do shit right now, so what's next? What are you doing are you doing anything to the car to actually, well, what are you chasing? Where do you want to get? I mean, you're running an NA 2-liter motor. Where do you want to be with this car ultimately?
Look, the engine that I ran with last year, my whole thing is, my aim is to run with one engine for the whole season. So like last year, I drove with that engine from the beginning of the year until, say, the end of the year. I did about 10 events for the year, including 800-meter events.
Yeah.
And I basically overhauled the engine at the end of the year and I sold it. And while I was busy racing last year, I already started getting my parts for the next engine that I was busy building for this year. So yeah, look, to be honest with you, the engine, the sub has been built, the engineering's been done, the headwork's been done. I'm only waiting for a Cometic head gasket and ARP bolts, head studs. That's the only thing I need to be able to actually put the head on and go for it. I'm looking to upgrade on the fuel system. I've been running Dictator 60-2 on the car since I've built it.
Yeah.
So I'm looking to go with something better, hopefully soon. I'll see how it goes. Maybe soon I can get something better into the car. And as I said, maybe see where I can just save a bit of weight to get the car back to what it weighed before it had the cage in. I was on 800 kilograms, excluding driver. I was on 800. So now I'm probably like on 840 excluding driver. So maybe if I can get it back to 800, then I'll be happy and I'll maybe see the gain on the car because I'm probably adding a bit of power to it as well.
Okay.
And then maybe I have to look at slight aerodynamic mods,
Yeah, for
but
sure.
nothing hectic. Nothing hectic. The engine that I've done now, it's the same displacement like the other engine that I ran. I wanted to go bigger, like 2.3 or 2.2, 2.4, something like that.
Yeah.
But my builder told me that I don't need to. There's a better 2-liter setup that he can build for me. Look, it's 2-liter just under 2.1. Okay.
Yeah.
I call it the 2-liter. People say it's a 2.1 because it's close to 2.1.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, it's 88mm bore, no sleeve, no re-sleeving or tartan sleeves or anything like that. It's just a basic rebore 88mm, and then standard stroke 86mm, and headwork and cams.
Yeah.
Obviously custom rods and stuff like that, but normal VVL crank. So there's not a lot of changes done to the motor. It's basically basic modifications.
There are a lot of ways to make a 2-liter faster. What is the fascination with keeping it NA though? I mean, you could have just plugged in the turbo and boom, you would have been in easy low 11s, high 10s. You could have just stuck on a turbo. Is the goal sort of to stick NA and just see how far you can push this engine?
Yeah, definitely. Look, the competition is very big in NA. If you look at the fastest guy in our class, Sean Zurich does a 9.6 with an NA motor.
Yeah,
there's so many other cars around the world.
He's running K24, isn't he?
Yeah, his K24 actually a bit bigger than K24. He had his K24 set up a while ago in last year, but he put his bigger setup. I'm not sure exactly what it is. If I'm correct, I think it's like 2.6. Speaking under correction.
Yeah.
But yeah, he has something great going on in there.
Absolutely. Look, a lot of respect to these guys that are on top pushing the sub 12, sub 11 times. I mean, it's not just money, it's passion, but I mean, it's a matter of being in your garage, working every single day, trying to get a car faster, because between events, you probably got a month, from one event to the next. And it's like you were saying earlier, we had a conversation. It's not just a matter of rolling up to an event, racing your car, and then you go park in the driveway. If you want to go faster, you've got to get to work. You've got a month to make that car faster, and to chase anything from 12 to below 12s towards 11s, it's a lot of work.
Definitely. Especially if you get to the high 11s, mid 11s mark, then you actually have to work even harder to get to very low 11s. Not to mention getting it to 10s.
That's a different
so, yeah. Yeah, definitely. But we'll see. Maybe we'll get there.
Now we're going to get back to social media warriors. What the fuck? So look, let's give everybody a backstory. If they haven't, look, a lot of people watching this now they're not going to know what we're talking about. But because we're in the same kind of circles, we're in racing, we're in motorsport, we're in vehicles, we see a lot of the same stuff. And that community, as small as it is, it's a loud community. Nobody shuts the fuck up. Everybody's got something to say. And the strangest thing is that, and I've noticed that a lot of the people talking shit are a lot of the people that don't even race or own cars. I can't even remember where I saw it. It was somewhere on a screenshot from a WhatsApp, and it went from WhatsApp to Facebook, and then it blew up on forums, and then there were video clips being loaded. Look, I cannot go onto a Facebook post and see 300 comments and try and figure out what the fuck's going on. First of all, everyone's English is cuck. I can't understand what half these fucking people are writing. They're speaking some language which I just don't understand.
Yeah.
So I jump out of it, and I usually rely on someone. I say, my bro, what the fuck is going on with that old phone friend of mine? No, this O said that, and then he said that, and then he called him out, and okay, wait, stop. I can't keep up. I really can't. Tell me what happened.
There's always been a rivalry between Honda and every other brand. if you know the inner game, then you know that. So,
okay.
Look, where this actually happened is, SR20 VVL was never in the picture. It was always other brands, here and there, a very fast VW. Honda has always been in the lead, So, we were a group of guys a few years back, and these guys all used to be 2 liters, right? K20, V20, SR20, 2-liter Golf 20 valve, you name it, Beams, 2-liter Toyota. And we all started off together in that high 12-second, low 13-second bracket,
Yeah.
And then actually we pushed each other. We were great competition for each other. And at the end of the day, the guys were sitting at 11.7, 11.9, and I was sitting at 12.1. Actually, one or two of the guys was actually quicker than me.
Yeah.
And at that point, when you get into the 11s, then most of the guys feel satisfied being a 2-liter and not being like a 2.4 or 2.3, and they got into the 11s already. So it's like they just take the shortcut and they go for 2.4.
Yeah.
They won't build the 2-liter further. You get what I'm saying?
I get you.
Because the Honda guys, you always hear them saying that, there's no one is interested in building a K20 further because they'd rather just go to K24. You get what I'm saying?
I get
because
you.
It's cheaper.
Yeah. If I can just interrupt you there for 1 second.
What happened here?
So this is, so just a quick one. That kind of mindset I can understand because, an example, you've got Suspect, and everybody knows who Suspect is. And he's got his loom in a bucky. Suspect has, and I'm not scratching in anybody's pockets, but we know what happens with cars. Cars are expensive, engines are expensive, gearboxes, and you look at the amount of work that went into his car. And it was about 2 years ago, I was having a conversation with him. I said, bro, you spend so much money on this car now to make, back then everybody, and even now, everyone's chasing that 300 kilometers per hour on a kilometer. I was saying, you could have bought you 7 GTRs, and you could have made that time. And his words were, but that's not the point. I want to make that speed with this car, and that's sort of where that's sort of where you're at. Anybody can buy a fast car, but can you build a fast car? That's the question.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, so that's actually what it came to. And that's what this whole banter is going about. Look, let's put it to you like this. Honda K series is, if not the best, it's one of the best in the world. Especially when it comes to NA. Look, you get Hondas running 8 seconds with NA motors overseas. Currently in South Africa, we have Sean Zuri running 9.4 with a K series motor.
That's insane.
Right? That's insane. But now look, if we break that down a bit, right? And we go down to 2 liters and we look at the K20s and the B20s and, you know, the SR20s. Now in that range, the fastest K20, I sent you a few videos of it. I'm sure you can attach that one. Is the K-Taz from PE.
Yeah,
I
saw that one. That thing is quick.
Yeah, we've always been in competition. You know, we've always been in the same time bracket since we were in the 12s. I always used to be a 0.1 or 0.2 second faster than him, or he used to be a 0.1 or 2.2 second faster than me. So it was very interesting for us to race each other, you know. And he beat me a few times as well in the future, but he hasn't beaten me for the past like 2 years. Because since I fitted the new setup, things just started to change. Like I just started killing every 2 liter Honda that came in my way. Like honestly, there is no 2 liter like a K20. And that's where people misunderstand it. If I say K20, then I'm not talking about Sean Zurich, because I'm actually hearing now that I called Sean Zurich out, which is not a sensible thing for me to do. Look,
who said
you know
that?
what
That's like boxing way out of your weight range, guy. You can't do that.
So what happened is, these guys that used to be 2 liter with me, right? The K20s, they jumped over to K24, right? And they are currently running low 11 seconds, right? 11.2, 11.3, 11.1, right? So I've actually gotten my car as a 2 liter to run in that same bracket with them. So I've actually slipped away from all the other 2 liters, and I'm actually running with the fastest local 2.4 Hondas. No disrespect, this is where the actual banter also came in. I just made a WhatsApp status, right? Because we were arguing, you know how it goes in groups. They add you in a WhatsApp group, and they start mocking, and they start asking you questions, and they start, you know, banter starts over there. And that sometimes you get a bit frustrated, because nobody sees the effort that actually went into my car. It's not just a 210, 220 kilowatt motor. If you look at all the other effort that I put in, going to the dyno, trying new stuff, then it doesn't work, put the old stuff back, try other tire, try other gearbox. You get what I'm saying? All of that R&D, that's what actually makes it.
Putting your 31-year-old family car apart from being completely road legal and making it into a race car, they don't see all that.
Yeah, they don't. And look, this is where it happened. I made a WhatsApp status stating that my car is almost like my car's a headache for any K20 or K24. So this is where it was actually misinterpreted. The ones I was referring to there is the actual guys that's always racing at the track. There's guys as K24s that did better times. But if we're talking about the local guys and the guys who started off with me as a 2 liter, they are running 2.4s, and more than half of them is doing worse levels than me. Some of them even in the 12. The guy who started this whole banter drives a 12-second K24 with the same weight as my car. So you shouldn't even be talking to me with that 12-second 2.4. So you get what I'm saying?
I get exactly what you're saying, but somewhere along the line, did you call anybody out? Because I remember seeing something or hearing something about saying that, listen, we can go on at Facebook about this whole day. We can go on WhatsApp whole day. Bring your car. Let's race. Put this thing to bed. I mean, was that challenge ever made?
Yeah, look, after all the banter, I called out a few guys. I'm not going to mention their names, but they are both low 11 seconds. And the other one is a 12-second guy that was just chatting and never getting to do the 11-second runs. So those 3 cars is actually the cars that I was referring to.
Did anybody?
Yeah, look, they accepted it. Yeah, they accepted it. So we'll see after the lockdown what happens. Or when my car's up and running, I'll be back, because that's my thing. I'll be there. Yeah, I accept criticism. I make call-outs and I accept call-outs. So whatever happens, I'll be there to race, definitely. I would like to race a car that does 11.2 or 11 flat, you know, because that's going to be the interesting race. That's what actually, you know, that puts you in much better competition to be able to try and win this guy.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But in the same breath, you also have to give the guy that's slightly slower than you the opportunity.
For sure. Because, I mean, we want
to
the
give a
sport to
shot
grow. Yeah, we want
shot
everybody
at
to be
you.
able to learn and be able to, otherwise racing is going to die out, and then what? You're completely right.
That's correct. Yeah, that's correct. So yeah, look, it's pretty interesting. Look, when it comes to MSA, it's all about the times you do. You know, you can't really, if we're having a banter, there's no way you're gonna win the fight if you did a worse time than me.
Yeah.
Because I'm always just gonna tell you, look, I'm faster than you. Here's my time slip, 11.4, and that's it. What are you running 12.2, 11.9? Go build your car faster and come back to the track.
Yeah.
Finish and clear. You know, if people would actually realize, you know, you get so many guys on the sideline giving banter and giving bad comments and stuff like that. But if these guys would actually realize what it takes,
Yeah.
I'm not only talking about building your race car and spending the amount of money to build that car. I'm talking about actually going to race.
Yeah.
What it costs you. It's your fuel. It's your service kit. It's your event entry fee. It's your trailer the car to the track. It's your food for the day. You don't, I mean, it's expensive. Even, I'm not talking about maintaining your car and fixing it if anything breaks and modifying it. I'm talking about what it costs you to go to the track and, you know, enjoy yourself and at the same time entertain people who enjoy your car.
Of
You
course.
get what I'm saying?
And it's cost,
So,
I mean,
yeah.
it can cost anywhere, one day outing can cost anywhere between, depending on what you're running and how much pit crew you've got with you, that guys that you've got to feed, guys that help trailer your car in. It can cost anywhere between 1.5 to 3,500 rand.
Definitely.
For one day, easily.
That is true.
And
that
you
is
better,
true.
and you better
That's
hope that nothing breaks on your car, because that bill's going to get a lot bigger if something goes wrong.
People don't always realize what it takes to be able to race and to do that times. I'm not complaining because it's expensive, but I think that if I could give a message out to people, I think they must think twice before they criticize anyone's cars, not just my car. You know, before you go onto Facebook and social media to go and give a bad comment about someone's car, think about what that guy needed to do to get the car to a 12-second or to 11
Absolutely.
second. You know, because it actually does take a lot.
You know what? You know what I think it is? You are a drag racer. That is your sport. That is your passion. Your passion. I think we just need to understand that some people's passion is to bitch and moan and complain on Facebook. That is their sport. That's what they wake up in the morning looking to cause shit. They wake up in the morning. Who can I cause cuck with today? What kind of a meme can I make today? That's all they've got to live for, guys. So let's not take that away from them. Let them moan all they want.
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, you know what's been happening between me and the Honda guys lately with all this shit going on social media, all the videos being posted, you know. And the thing is, I've been beating them with facts. And, I mean, putting SR20 against K20, there's no chance for K20. Putting SR20 against K24, I'm actually giving the K24's competition, excluding the exhibition class, like the elite. Like, we're not talking Sean Zurich and Planter. We're talking about K24 local guys that race every event. I'm basically running in their time bracket. You get what I'm saying? So they actually, they don't want to know that. I don't think they actually want to know that. They don't want to accept it either, because, and that's where it comes in. You are on the guy. You don't know me, but you're gonna come out there and say bad stuff about me because I represent the other brand.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Which is not right.
It's not right, bro, but unfortunately, there's nothing that you or me or anybody can do to change that. The minute you start in your game, the minute you start getting to the top part of your game, you're always going to get more people that are going to hate. Not only you, other people as well. And there's always...
And in the same breath, hey, all the criticism I've got has never been on a... No one has ever sent me a personal message or private message me and criticized me.
Yeah.
It's always on social media. On the other hand, I have great guys that actually messages me and tells me, look, it's not worth it, man. Leave these guys. You know what your car is doing. Don't worry about them. You don't need to prove anything. Leave them. Just come out again and just come and beat them again. We'll be happy. We'll be there watching and we'll be waiting for you. And that's what actually going.
You see, it's mostly
That's
it's the guys that don't have race cars, that don't race, that don't know what it's about. They're the ones
yeah,
talking the most shit because, you know,
yeah.
being a Facebook queen is just their sport. So let them be. Saud, this has been an awesome interview. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. And I guarantee you, all of us are looking forward to for you to come out whenever this lockdown ends, whenever racing starts again. I don't know when the call outs are going to be, but you and I will keep in touch. And look, win or lose, that's what the game is about. You call somebody out, you might win, you might lose. We don't know which way it's going to go. If you win, you obviously be gracious about it. If you lose, you make the car fast and you come back another time. And that's what racing is. So we're really looking forward to seeing you out on track again.
Great, man. Thanks again for the platform,
No
and
problem.
thanks for inviting me. Thanks for inviting me to have this Zoom interview with you. I
Yeah, dude,
actually enjoyed it.
this is how it's going to be from now on until the tracks open up again. It's sad, but what are we going to do? And I think when track does open up again, maybe, you know, if you're willing, we do a young boost interview on S2VVL, because you've never done that before. We've done the SR20 Mark 1, but we haven't done Aster, so
Yeah,
maybe we can do something like that after lockdown.
no problem.
Awesome
We
stuff.
can do that.
So thanks so much again, but and we will see you soon.
Pleasure, man. See you.
All right.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. That was Saud, driver of the Aster VVL, the SR20 powered 1987 Conquest. I keep on forgetting the year. If you like this video, bang on the share button and remember to subscribe, and we will see you guys soon. Peace.